Please help me to reach 500 subscribers. There's an old saying that we hurt the people we love the most. This story goes even further than that, because sometimes the person we betray is the very one who once rescued us from losing everything. To this day, I still don't understand myself. People cheat for reasons that almost make sense. Feeling lonely, ignored, stuck in a life they no longer recognize. But my situation doesn't fit any of those explanations. I was unfaithful to the man who quite literally gave me my life back. 3 years ago, I was completely broken. I had spent years trapped in an abusive relationship. My world had shrunk until there was no one left. No friends, no family, no sense of escape. I truly believed I was alone and invisible. One night, after things turned especially dark, I ran. I didn't have a plan. I just ran until my legs ached and my lungs burned. That's when Ryan appeared. It was pouring rain. I was sitting on the curb outside a shuttered diner, sobbing so hard I could barely catch my breath. Ryan had just finished a long shift as a paramedic. He noticed me, stopped, and gently asked if I was okay. I couldn't even speak. So he sat down beside me in the rain and waited until I could. He took me to the emergency room to have my injuries checked. He stayed until they discharged me. Then he drove me to his sister's house so I wouldn't have to return to where I'd come from. The next day he helped me file a police report, pack my belongings, and secure a restraining order. Ryan didn't just rescue me. He rebuilt me. For months afterward we talked constantly. He never pressured me or made me feel indebted to him. When we eventually became a couple, it felt unreal, like something written for a screen, not real life. I wasn't just loved. I felt protected. For 2 years, our relationship was everything I thought love was supposed to be. He understood my fears, honored my boundaries, and celebrated every small step forward. When I moved into my own place, returned to school, or finally slept through the night without waking up terrified, he was there, quietly proud, endlessly supportive. He was my anchor. My safe place. Then I met Evan. Evan was in my psychology class. He had a dry, sarcastic humor that made long lectures bearable. At first, I barely noticed him beyond that. I loved Ryan. That part of my life felt secure. But Evan started messaging me, jokes, memes, late night, "Are you awake?" texts. I told myself it was innocent. Just friendship. One afternoon we were working on a group project. Everyone else left early and suddenly it was just the two of us. I still don't know what changed inside me. One moment we were laughing over a stupid video and the next we were kissing. It felt like my mind shut down completely. I didn't think about Ryan. I didn't think about consequences. I just let it happen. The guilt crashed into me the next morning. It felt like waking up and realizing you destroyed your own home while you slept. I promised myself it would never happen again. I avoided Evan for days. But then he messaged me, "We should talk." That conversation led to more kisses, and then more than that. I wish I could explain why I kept going back. Ryan wasn't neglectful. I wasn't unhappy. But with Evan there was this dangerous thrill, like breaking rules without getting caught. And maybe, deep down, I didn't believe I deserved the kind of love Ryan gave me. Maybe I was just waiting to ruin it. I didn't have to wait long. One Friday night, Ryan came home early from a double shift. I was in the shower. My phone was sitting on the counter. I didn't hear him come in. When I stepped out, wrapped in a towel, he was sitting on the bed holding my phone. "Who's Evan?" he asked. My heart dropped into nothing. There's no way to answer that question when you see the person you love trembling. Ryan didn't shout. He didn't accuse. He asked calmly, almost gently. Was it just once? No. Did I love him? No. Then why? I had no answer. That night he slept on the couch. The next morning his belongings were gone. I tried to reach him for weeks. Messages, calls, emails. Nothing. Eventually, his sister answered and told me he was staying with her. She didn't raise her voice, but the disappointment I heard hurt more than anger ever could. A month later, Ryan agreed to meet me for coffee. I walked in hoping, desperately, that there might still be a chance. But the moment I saw him, I knew it was over. He wasn't furious or shattered. He was finished. "I saved you once," he said quietly. "But I can't save you from yourself." That was the last conversation we ever had. A year has passed. Evan and I didn't survive. The excitement faded quickly once the relationship had to exist in daylight instead of secrecy. I've tried dating since, but every time someone shows me genuine kindness, my mind goes back to Ryan. Sitting with me in the rain. Standing up for me when I couldn't stand for myself. Loving me when I was at my worst. People describe regret as a heavy weight. For me, it's more like a constant echo, reminding me of the exact moment I destroyed the one thing I thought was unbreakable. If I could speak to Ryan again, I'd apologize. Not because I want him back, but because he deserved better. He deserved someone who recognized his love for what it truly was, a lifeline. I still ask myself the same question he asked me that night. What? And I still don't have an answer. Sometimes the worst part of betrayal isn't losing the person you hurt. It's realizing you betrayed the one person who believed in you completely. That kind of guilt doesn't fade with time. It just learns how to stay quiet. Please help me to reach 500 subscribers.